Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Just a quick video on how to install an Arctic Liquid Freezer 4 Pro 420. It's the same with the 3 Pro 420s or 360s. The 360s with the Liquid Freezer 2, dead easy to mount, but I've seen loads of videos with people struggling with this, and it doesn't need to be like that. Gamers Nexus made a hash of it. He was getting angry with it. It kept flying off one end, coming off another. I've seen people holding it like this, with a friend holding it, and them trying to screw it in, but getting in the way of each other. There's a really simple way of doing it. So best thing to do when you first get one of these, put all that in if you're going to be using the fan, the PWM, the VRM fan, because it does come with that, and the pump. So you've got on my system, I've got all three at the top, so I don't have to worry about feeding it anywhere else, thankfully. For those that want it a different way, the cables are quite long. I've just got them tied up for the video purposes. One thing I've noticed as well with this one, it is the ARGB, but I think it's uniform with these. The pipes are softer on the Liquid Freezer 2, which I have over there, which I won't bother showing at the moment because my amazing hands that you can't see are filming. So yeah, they seem to be a lot tenser. These seem to be a bit more flexible, which is good. So you can have, if you've got room in your case, and please always remember, measure your cases before. This is an Antec Flux Pro, and it's big enough for 420 radiators, down the sides, across the tops and everything. If you've got a smaller case, I wouldn't go with one of these, because these are pretty chunky boys. I think they're 38 mils altogether from top to bottom. And the 3 140mm fans, so it is big. Right, so like I say, I've seen people going like this, trying to hold it there, doing this, getting a friend to hold it while they try and do it from here. There's a simpler way of doing it. I just hope I don't mess it up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this down, and then miraculously I'm going to appear at the top of the thing. All the while you can still see what's going on. Quicker. Right, so this is the easiest way to do it. I did see this off another video, but I originally had thought of this and never tried it, but then I saw this particular guy do it and I thought, why isn't everybody doing this? Hence why I thought I'd make a video on it, because I still see people struggling. So what you're going to do, get all your wires out of the way. You're going to get it from, you're at the top of the thing now, so you're behind the radiator. So you're just going to place it on, so you can feel it in the screws. Once you can feel it like that, tighten one, tighten the other, but pull it forward a little, so you're pressing forwards this way with your thumb, so they're actually in the screw holes. And then just start tightening. I am in my own light here, so I hope there we go. Simple. So you just keep it pressed forward slightly. Don't be Hulk Hogan with it and break it. And then just keep tightening. 3 turns on each side, whatever you want to do. And as you can see, it's not popping out and flying off all over the shop. The paste is squished everywhere like it should. I usually spread the paste around, but just for time's sake and getting the video out there, just thought I'd do that. Right, turn it as far as it'll go. That's as far as that'll go. And this one, that's as far as that goes. And that's it. Always remember to peel off your junk. Make sure you've peeled your cold plate off as well. Otherwise, you see that time and time again. Why is my processor running at 60 billion degrees? Oh, we took the plastic off. And then, obviously, once you've done that, wherever it went, I don't know what I did with it. Wait there. This is the magnetic thing that will go over it. That just sits on there. But the wires are in the way, but if you can imagine, once the wires are out of the way. And that's it. Solid. So for anybody that was struggling with that, this is how you do it. I hope my invisible hands have done it justice. Thank you, invisible hands. Right, so there you go, guys. It's as easy as that. I have tested it to try and do it other ways from that end and messing around on other sides, and it's a pain in the arse. We all know. but I don't know, my brain thinks in weird ways. I saw it in a 3D version of how it should be done, and I tried it and it worked. And then I saw a guy do it, and I thought, oh, I wonder if he's got a 3D brain. One other thing as well, on the manuals, it doesn't tell you to put this plate here underneath these, because when I was testing to do the video, I didn't have that on there. See the thing with the pins? This came on the Arctic Freezer 2. So I was just putting these in as the manual said, because at first I thought, right, I know what I'm doing. But it wasn't doing it. The screws weren't gripping anywhere. It was screwing on one side, then it wouldn't do it on the other side. Both of us thought the thing was bent, which it is. It kind of looks like that, if that makes sense. And then it flattens out, obviously. Tried all sorts, screwing here, screwing there. It just kept popping off, and I thought, no, wait a minute. So then I put this back in, screwed this over the top, and it took to it straight away. So if you're having problems with it, guys, and you don't have that, have a look for it. If you've got one. If you haven't, they're cheap enough to pick up. I was lucky that came with me Arctic 2. Yeah, so there you go. Like I say, there's the wires there. Once you get them sorted out, they're going to be going there. So you've got your usual stuff, your VRM, which is that big thing inside there. Don't know if you can see that. That actually spins. It's just me with my daft fingers, and it's quite effective. It does do something, and these are good coolers. You don't have to worry about it. Go on your fan curve. This is why I like using all three. You can have your VRM going at a certain speed. You can have your radiators going at a certain speed, and the pump itself going at a certain speed in your BIOS. Right, guys. So yeah, I hope that you found this interesting, and it solved some very frustrating problems for some of you. It's not going on now because the wires are in the way. Well, there you go. Oh, it's magnetic as well, by the way, so you'll hear it click. Right, so there you go. Leave any comments if you're not sure about anything. Don't forget to peel your crap off. Ta-da! Alright guys, until the next one, take care, yeah? Have a good what's left of Sunday. Thanks for watching. Bye!